Hello everyone, I'm Ken Lewis, and I'll be showing you how to use the ROAMpay credit card processing system with a Payment Max merchant account. ROAMpay is basically a mobile system that allows merchants to receive payments from mobile devices like Android smartphones and the iPhone. The end users of the system can pay either manually by keying in appropriate data or by using a swipe-capable device. The advantages of ROAMpay are the following. It allows you to accept payments from customers from any location so long as they have an appropriate mobile device. ROAMpay accepts all major credit and debit cards. The user does not have to be online at the time they are making a payment. The system allows you to process and record transactions, including voids and refunds. The ROAMpay systems allows you to set tax rates and to accept tips. You'll be able to record customer data and build a database for targeted marketing. The ROAMpay system issues receipts through customer email. All transactions are completely secure using state-of-the-art DES3 encryption. This credit card app works in tandem with a Payment Max merchant account. Activating ROAMkey is a very simple process. First of all, if you don't already have an account, you'll need to sign up for one. After you've signed up, you'll receive an activation email with your username and temporary password. Simply follow the instructions included in the email in order to activate your MyROAM account. By the way, if you're on this webinar and if you have not signed up, be sure to visit paymentmax.com after this webinar and sign up with us. Now, to use your new account, you will first need to do three things. While logged into your account, you'll need to accept Roam Data's terms and conditions. Then you'll need to change your password into something that you can easily remember but is still secure. And lastly, you'll need to accept the payment method that is provided by Roam Data. In order to prepare your Android or iOS device, you must download the ROAMpay application from either the Android Market or the Apple Store. Once the application is downloaded to your device, you use the activation code included in your welcome email to install the application. Keep the activation code as you will need it if you ever need to reinstall the ROAMpay application at a later time. Whenever a user wishes to access that application, they simply select it from the applications folder. Username and password must be entered each time that application is accessed to ensure security. Remember that both the username and password are case-sensitive. The ROAMkey application has 7 basic functions: credit sale, cash sale, offline sale, void, refund, history, settings. When you first access your account, you'll need to set up the basic settings starting with the sales tax settings. Simply select those items that you want to enable and then select Save. If you need to make any changes in the future, just select the Settings button located in the top menu bar. After adjusting your settings, you'll be taken to the Credit Sale home screen. From this location, you can choose any of the 7 basic ROAMkey functions. For example, if you wish to make a credit sale, you enter in the transaction amount, and the app will automatically update it with the sales tax if you have selected this option in the initial setup. You can then select a predefined tip or manually enter a tip if you wish. Select Calculate, and the app will display the subtotal, tax, and tip along with the sales total. Select Continue if everything looks okay, or Back if you need to change anything. The next screen is for optional customer information like name and address. You can store this information to use later in targeted marketing campaigns. Enter the information and select Capture, or select Skip to go to the next page. On the next screen, you'll capture the customer's credit card data and optionally the customer's email address. If you accept an email address, the customer will be sent an automated transaction receipt. Some ROAMpay users will have swipe-capable devices that allow them to conveniently swipe their cards right on their iOS or Android device. In order to use this feature, the user selects the Swipe Card button after which they will see a prompt saying "Swipe card now." Once they have swiped their credit card, they will be directed through the swipe instructions guide. At the end of the process, they will select Submit Payment to complete the payment process. Alternatively, the user can choose the manual entry form of payment. They simply key in their credit card number, the CVV, and the expiration date. They will also need to provide their address and zip code. Optional information fields can also be included. After either the swipe or manual transaction submissions, the user will receive either an approval or decline message on the screen. If the payment request is approved, the user can select OK to continue. At this point, you can have the user provide an electronic signature on the next screen. After they have signed their signature, they select Done to complete the transaction. The cash sale option is set up in much the same way as the credit sale feature. Cash sales do not require approval and are easily tracked and recorded on your MyRoam account. First, select Cash Sale to start the process. The transaction amount is entered into the Amount field. You then follow the same steps as before, selecting Sales, Tax, and Tip options before selecting the Calculate option. The next screen asks for optional information such as notes and email address. The Send Receipt checkbox must be selected for an automatic email to be sent after the transaction. After this, the reverse phone lookup screen appears, although this is optional if a swipe-capable device is used. To capture this data check, select Collect Cust Data. If the user has a listed landline phone number, the address fields will be automatically populated after providing the number, or the information can be entered manually if Collect Cust Data is selected without a phone number. Now select Continue to submit your request. You will receive a Payment Submitted message, after which you press OK. Another advantage of ROAMpay with a Payment Max merchant account is that you can also accept offline transactions. An offline transaction allows the user to store information on their mobile device and transmit it at a later time. With this method, customers can make payments even though they have no online access. They can also select this method even when they have internet access but simply prefer to transmit the data at a later time. You should note, though, that the offline transaction does not include an authorization by the credit card company at the time of the card swiping or manual entry. If the card is later declined during transmission, the merchant must bear all risks. For this reason, it is a good idea to capture all the card data and contact information in case you will need it later. If customers are logged in but wish to conduct an offline transaction, they can select the Offline option in the top menu bar. If they are not connected, they will automatically be asked to enter the offline mode when they log into their account. They can then select one of the three options: offline credit sale, offline cash sale, upload store transactions. The offline credit sale and offline cash sale transactions use the same format as the online credit sale and cash sale transactions. When you are ready to send the stored transactions, you will select Upload Offline Transactions to send the data for final processing. In order to use this option, there must be the ability to connect online. First, select Upload Stored Transactions. Then press Select. You will see a list of all your stored transactions. To view details for any transaction, press the Details icon. To upload all your stored transactions, simply select Upload All, and then select Continue for each transaction. After all the transactions are uploaded, select OK, and then select Back to return to the main offline menu. ROAMpay also has other useful functions. For example, to check your transaction history, select the History icon on the top menu bar. you will have the following choices that you can select: last 30 days, current batch, transaction errors, and email transactions. For example, if you select last 30 days, you will see all the transactions that have occurred over that period. The refund function allows you to process credit reverse transactions using ROAMpay. Select credit and then press select to get to the credit card data entry screen. From the next screen, you can select swipe credit returns, manual entry credit returns, or cash refund. The last feature is the void transaction feature that allows you to clear any transaction that has been recently performed. All voids must be completed prior to settlement, which can mean just 20 minutes for some credit processing services. If you are not able to process a void, you can select the refund process instead. I hope this demonstration has shown you just how useful ROAMpay with a Payment Max merchant account can be for accepting mobile credit and cash payments. With this service, you will be able to provide your customers with maximum convenience to make purchases from any location using their Android or iOS device. To get started with ROAMpay, please visit our website at paymentmax.com. Thanks for joining me on this webinar. For more information and to get started, visit paymentmax.com.